This is a battle in the Wars of the Ancients tournament, where the matchup is Polybian Rome versus Carthage. We're seeing this battle from the perspective of Memccann or Madslinky or Diplomat. He has a sword line consisting of, and of course the rules of this matchup for the army selection is that Rome can only bring Polybian era units. It would be kind of strange seeing Rome use legionaries against Carthage. So we have a sword line for Rome consisting of 5 Principae. We have Sushii Extraordinari over there. We have front line consisting of Hastati. We have 4 Hastati. Then we have Sushii Equites behind. We have 2 Sushii Equites Extraordinari. We have a Velite unit. We have another Velite unit, and we have Balearic Slingers. Of course, elephants are going to be a big problem for Carthage. It looks like Madslinky has prepared for elephants here, and this is a pretty smart matchup, smart setup for doing that, in having his frontline infantry spread this thin, because that means that there will be a lot of missiles incoming towards the elephants. He also has these Balearic Slingers and the Velites to do damage to the elephants, and he can stop the elephants with his own elephants, potentially, if he wants to. But Carthage didn't bring any elephants. Carthage went extremely infantry heavy as well. So 4 mercenary Gallic warriors. We have 6 Libyan infantry, very good units. Then we have 2 late Libyan hoplites on each flank. We have 2 Carthaginian cavalry, and we have 2 mercenary Celtic horse, and then we have the general's bodyguard. So Carthage is going to win the infantry engagement. Rome has the edge in cavalry and in the missile department, because Carthage has no skirmishers, and that can be a pretty big problem for Carthage in this case, not having any skirmishers to deal with the elephants of Rome. And Rome also has this very nice shock cavalry in the form of the Sushii Equites. These 3 units, I think they will be the key to victory for Diplomat here. They can just do so much damage on the charge, pull out and keep doing it, knock down units, so that the Roman infantry units can get into combat, and these units will be robbed of their charge bonuses. So potentially very, very important units for Rome. Sushii Equites can do some damage in a rare charging role, but don't expect much from these guys. So it looks like Rome is going to go on the offensive here. Just pulling up with all of his units. And if the elephants should just randomly run amok from a precursor javelin volley, that could be very bad for Diplomat. But he's screening his forces very nicely, using his Stati in the front, using them in the center and on both flanks to sort of screen for charges. It looks like the mercenary Gallic warriors are going to aren't they going to charge? There comes the charge. This is going to do a lot of damage to the Hastati, but there is Principe support in the front. Very nice with the Sushii Equites, knocking down the mercenary Gallic warriors. This unit is dead. This unit over here is dead as well. Very nice by Diplomat, using his infantry to bait these Gallic warriors out of formation, and then being able to knock them down with cavalry. So this type of cycle charging, using both infantry and cavalry, is devastating against lightly armored units like these mercenary Gallic warriors. The mercenary Gallic warriors over here are going to lose badly. We have another unit of Principe going up against the mercenary Gallic warriors. They're going to lose that engagement pretty heavily. So already things are looking very good for Diplomat here. He managed to neutralize the Gallic warriors very effectively. And now the Libyan infantry units have to join the fray. Charging in against the Principe. The Principe have fire at will on. So they're not getting their bracing bonuses. But 2 against 1, the Principe should lose. Over here things are more even. I think BarryLondon might have formation attack on, so that might mean that he's going to have some weird angles going on. The mercenary Gallic warriors in the center broke, and this is very, very dangerous for BarryLondon. He has 2 mercenary noble fighters, but they're getting charged by elephants. The elephants are going to continue into the Libyan infantry. They just didn't make it into shield wall in time, and Now they're going for the general of BarryLondon. The general is just running away. Massive damage to the Libyan infantry and to the mercenary noble fighters. Getting into the general. The general's bodyguard is going to take a lot of casualties, but he's going to turn around. The elephants start running amok, but at a pretty decent spot for Diplomat. The only problem is that when elephants run amok, they are not as effective as when the player is able to control them. But they came back from running amok very, very quickly. Now they're going to smash into the flanks of this Libyan infantry unit. They're probably just going to roll up the line and completely destroy the Libyan infantry. The Principe are wavering, so because they were attacked in the rear, maybe these Libyan infantry got into their rear, not really sure. They are stabilizing now because the auxiliary elephants are getting a lot of kills. And for the players who say that elephants are useless and run amok too easily, well, they can run amok easily, but if a sword rush doesn't have a response to elephants, this is what's going to happen. The elephants are just going to run up and down the line and destroy everything on the field. Libyan infantry taking a lot of damage from the Velites. Velites getting a lot of kills here. The Balearics are not getting as many kills. The general's bodyguard of Carthage got stopped. We have the Sociaequites, very important in doing those charges at the beginning. The Libyan infantry does not have a good response to the elephants running through them here. This is just, the Carthage is just getting destroyed, ironically, by elephants and by cavalry. So the elephants of Rome and the cavalry was very important. We'll have a look at the kills to see if the other units did well. But I think it can be very, very risky. While the metagame does favor infantry spams and heavy sword rushes, it can be extremely risky if you don't bring at least a single unit able to deal with auxiliary African elephants. Because these auxiliary African elephants are not only going to be destroying 2 whole units, they're going to make other units run off the field. And keep in mind that these kills are also on mercenary noble fighters, so these are extremely valuable kills on the auxiliary African elephants. Carthage is being destroyed all across the field. The Hastati did their job. Nice kills on the Velites, the Balearic Slingers, not as many kills, but they didn't really need to kill much. Principe doing well. Mercenary noble fighters were in large neutralized by elephants. Now the elephants are going into the last mercenary noble fighter unit, running amok in it and just destroying it. These are some of the most cost-effective elephants I've seen, I think, just for the, at least in a tournament. Getting 306 kills against noble fighters and Libyan infantry, that is just massive. So this Roman army brought very nice tools to deal with infantry, tools to deal with cavalry, very nice kills on the Sociaequites. Just the Roman army was used very well against BarryLondon. His sword rush was in large neutralized by the elephants and by the cavalry, and with a very inferior infantry line. Because look at this infantry. We have 12 infantry units for Carthage. 4 of them are kind of crappy but decent. Then we have 6 good mid-tier swords. We have 2 elite swords. For Rome, we only have 6 mid-tier swords and 4 crappy swords. But these units were just able to be so effective and rob units of charge bonuses, knock them down, so that the follow-up from the Hastati was effective, and also the African elephants, of course, just amazing what they were able to do in this battle. So I'll show the next battle in another video, because the video sizes just are so large now that I'm going to spend the entire day uploading if I don't make the videos a bit shorter. So good game to both players. Congratulations to Diplomat, and I'll see you in the next battle where they will change the factions around. So we will see Diplomat using Carthage against BarryLondon's Rome. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on the battlefield.